things that makes the trommel superior to a flat deck screen is the ability to do amelioration or mix-ins at the time of screening. By adding ameliorants, we can fix problem soils and improve them enough to meet AS4419, or go further to make them hold more moisture, drain better, turn them into the best growing medium for a particular type of plant and more. On this job, the soil report required addition of 15% organics and 5 kilograms per cubic metre of gypsum. Amelioration using a trommel works best where the ratio can be broken down by volume to something that can be achieved using an excavator bucket. For example, 15% organics with a 15% oversize rate works out to half a bucket of ameliorants per 3 buckets of soil. This is an achievable mix. The 5 kilos per cubic metre ratio would need something like 320 buckets of soil to half a bucket of gypsum, which is not going to create an accurate, consistent mix. While we could still do a ratio like this using bags or a second smaller machine, it ends up being more cost effective to surface apply the gypsum after the materials have been spread. The other thing to keep in mind is the wastage or oversize rate. This particular soil that we're screening does have a reasonable clay content and it is slightly damp, but at the moment we're running at about 15% wastage or oversize rate, which is absolutely fine for an amelioration. So how do we do amelioration with the trommel? First, we start with an experienced operator, juggling keeping up the ratio while continuing to feed the machine at a steady pace in a way that materials fall gradually into the feed bin and are mixed properly is an art form. Setting the job up so you can easily reach ameliorant materials as well as the soil stockpile can be difficult as well. Our projects manager Michael has been doing amelioration using Doppstadt trommels for more than 10 years. As materials are fed slowly into the drum, the rotating action of the drum helps mix them. Undersized materials fall through the rotating drum onto a belt, which runs along the bottom of the machine, then fall again off this belt onto the side belt. You get a better, more consistent mix each time the materials fall or change direction. As they fall into the drum, as they rotate around in the drum, as they fall onto the belt, as they fall off the belt onto the side belt, as they fall from the end of the side belt into the hopper on the radial stacker, and as they fall again off the end of the radial stacker and slide down the crane of topsoil. By the time the ameliorated topsoil comes out the other end, it is much more thoroughly mixed than what you could achieve with an excavator, stirring ameliorants into a pile of topsoil. You can see the ameliorated topsoil here is very consistent, with no change in colour or texture in the finished product.